Welcome Isroth, welcome Vidas, welcome to the stream. How is the sound, please? Is it okay? Is the sound okay? Is the sound okay? Please, I need feedback from you guys. Is anything too loud? Is anything too low? Okay, it's fine. Okay, all right, that's fine then. So we'll just wait ready. Just wait for the teams to get ready for their match. You guys can hear the background music, right? That's okay. It's not too loud. It's not overshadowing my voice. Is it? Okay, I will take that as a no, because all I met is with is silence. Was that a message to me? I guess not. So it's just Shinigami we are waiting on to complete the teams, and then we can finally head into the one of the most anticipated matchups. I believe these two teams met each other recently, and Shinigami emerged victorious in their last encounter. So let's see if today it will be the same result, or Alphazeroes would turn the tables and put up a better performance than they did in their previous encounter. Okay, so the teams are set. I think, well, the teams are complete. They are not exactly set, but they are complete right now. So let's just wait a bit for them to give me a minute. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to, because, come on, it's my mom. I had to talk to her. But at least the teams aren't ready yet, just yet, so I think we're still good. Right, let me get this music playing once again. Okay, so it's just Hades. We are all waiting on Hades. The whole of Nigeria is waiting on Hades to get ready so we can get into this match. We've all anticipated it. We can't wait any longer. Our nerves are almost bursting at the seams because it's probably the matchup of the tournament. I can see Mugen in chat. Welcome. Okay, and we are going in now.
I see lots of prey.
Your team is
That's too
banned.
loud. Sorry about that. Is that fine? Is that fine? Yeah. I was hoping to catch you in action, but it seems you'll be joining us in the spectator seats today.
Butterfly is born by thy wish, guided by lantern's light.
Welcome, Steven Samuel.
It's time
Let's
to go
go
to the
indeed.
RT show.
So we see a Roger and a Lilia band from Shinigami, while
Still waters run deep.
Alphazeroes answer with the Zushin and the Link band. I'm surprised they actually left Hayabusa open, given that it's
Fleeting as a
nice one, again. So I'm surprised they actually left Hayabusa open, given that they are facing Levi. Usually teams just ban out the two assassins trying to cripple him, but they left Hayabusa open this time. But instead, the first pick for Shinigami is the Aurora. She has slowly crept back into the meta, and Alphazeroes answer with two somewhat meta heroes of their own, Hylos and Terizla. The bands, looking at the bands, I think Roger was for Big Daddy Hades and Lilia is a respect band to Aqua, giving his accolades on the hero. And then Link, of course, for Levi and Zushin for Kun. Shinigami pick up the X-Bog and somewhat of an unorthodox marksman hero. When last have I seen Beatrix? I've not seen Beatrix in a very long time. So they pick up the Beatrix and immediately Alphazeroes answer with the Hayabusa pick. I am confused. I actually thought Levi would favor that Hayabusa pick, but as you guys are saying in the chat, I think Julian might be the pick he's going for at this time, but Alphazeroes could easily ban that out and be possibly a standing or a sitting duck. I don't know if he's standing or if he's sitting realistically right now. Okay, they go for the Tigreal ban instead. Xbox for Hylos, that is true. Xbox, his kit is somewhat pesky, especially when you are a Hylos player. But looking at everything in the grand scheme of things, Hylos as a team roamer won't really be affected by
Chivalry is dead.
Xbox and his antics. Instead of the Zax ban, they go for the Aqua could actually pick that Zax actually, since the band out. another entirely different mage than what he's actually used to. I don't think I've seen him playing Faramis in a very long time. And they pick up the Clint.
Gaze upon the edge of the void.
It's like blood.
Shinigami
Your team
answer
is picking.
with the Camilla and Layla's father. Layla's father that should be at home taking care of her, instead he's out here with us, the Nolan. I think I wonder why Aqua is showing the Vexana when Izas is open.
Hope will find a way.
He goes for
Even
it
when ox
faster
forlorn.
instead. That is a mage hero I did not think I would be seeing today. That is a mage hero I did not think I would be seeing today. Maybe he's not as comfortable on his task as we think. It's one thing being meta, it's another thing being comfortable on a peak. That's true. So maybe we'll see. This is the thing. I can see your point, Rolik, talking about no late game damage. If they can snowball from the early game to the late game, that's almost a guaranteed win, especially with Nolan. But let's see, like I said, it's like I always say, it's not about the team comp. It's always most likely about the execution. But these are two teams that are at the very top of their game, so we'll be sure to see one of the most interesting games we have seen in a very long time. So let's immediately go to the wider view area as they explore the jungle. And we'll make it better. Something a bit better. I don't know. Without my words, this is better. Nolan with a very fast wave player, already taking the red buff. Hayabusa has done the same with his own red, and he goes over straight to the blue. We are trying to clear the creeps as fast as possible so that they can contest for the lethal, which Levi just gives up because, come on, as you know now, you can't take any of these early game fights, especially against the Hylos and the Hayabusa. I'll almost be able to keep first blood. So they just go for their usual mid-lane scuffles in the early game. Hayabusa clearing some creeps over at the jungle side of Shinigami. Well, Terizla just zones them out. Nothing too serious. Oh, I missed that. That was a gank on Clint already early game, and he's guaranteed first blood. Now this is what I'm talking about. This first blood can be the both the nail, in fact all the nails in the coffin of Alphazeroes, because that kill alone can give Nolan the snowball he needs to go straight through the game like it's nothing, from the early game to the mid game to the end game to the eventual end. Aurora walking into the path of Hylos and Hayabusa. She barely gets out with her life, but just because of that minor inconvenience, I think this is a guaranteed total for Alphazeroes. They zone out Camilla too using fast out ult. Okay, Levi with the red tree, living up to his name of Lekis, an inspiration from Sekis, with a godlike red tree and an assassination on Fasa. That was beautiful. I actually thought that was a guaranteed total for Alphazeroes. Shinigami somehow turn it around and get the kill for themselves, and they recall. Levi continuing with his jungling as usual. I think there's a bit of a scuffle going up. Yeah, top lane. So top lane currently Beatrix with the EXP advantage and the gold advantage. Levi already on 2,400 gold, and he gets another kill on Fasa. He's basically just feeding on her. So we can say that Levi loves chicken. He definitely loves chicken. Look how much he's taking down this higher Fasa. He's on 2,700 gold right now. Easily far ahead of Hayabusa. That's a very nice ult from Camilla. This is why you don't engage Camilla carelessly. Taking down Hylos and Hayabusa easily. Clint has to burn Flicker just to ensure that he escapes safely. I don't think this is a gamble you should be taking. You should recall as soon as possible. This is a beautiful... Oh, wow. I would have said it's a beautiful Lance Insanity from Xbox, but somehow, some way, Clint survives with just a sliver of head. That has to be 1 HP, not in any way metaphorically. That was actually 1 HP. So Turtle is up again. Camilla trying to be a menace in the enemy's jungle, but she quickly returns back to her own side of the jungle. Faster with what I would call a premature ult. Well, I can't say it's premature now, given that she just cleared Xbox Firaga ammo. Here's a glorious pathway by Hylos and the penalty zone by Cherizla to take down the Roma. Instead, Levi goes for Hayabusa and a free kill onto Hylos. And now this is a guaranteed total for Shinigami. So just like their previous matchup, this is looking like it could have the same outcome. Aqua once again offering himself as a burnt offering onto Xborg, and he gladly takes it. They are definitely going to eat roast chicken this night. He's on 0-3 and 0 right now. Aqua is not living up to his name, man. He's not living up to his name. So probably you can see that aside from that Lilia, maybe he's not as proficient with other mid laners. The switch sides, Xbox going top and Beatrix now bot after she took down the lane, which I have no idea when she did that. But Hylos trying to force himself onto Aurora, but she tells him to back off. She gives him the cold shoulder. And of course he has to retreat. He has been rejected by her already. He has no point. There's no point trying to make any more advances. He goes for Camilla instead. Hylos must really love the ladies, but she doesn't even let him get an interaction. This is funny. Oh, okay. So both marksmen for both teams get taken down by the assassins or the junglers of the other teams. Aurora walks into an ambush with 3 ults on her, and she flickers out with the help of her passive that kept her alive. Instead, Tesla gets taken down, and now after having roast chicken, they are going to go for a roast horse or a roasted horse. What do you call roasted horse meat? I don't know what it is, but for those of you who know, you can type that in chat and give me some information. And clearly we can see that Shinigami are by far the better team in this matchup currently. Hades goes for a Hail Mary trying to get the steal, but Levi secures it. He is literally the Nigerian circuit right now, living up to his name. I actually messaged him and told him that his name is trash, but I take back my words right now. Levi, Xbox with the last insanity to get a kill on Hades for his impudence, actually, for daring to even contest. That should not even be a contest. He should have just backed up and waited for his team. That kind of desperate play won't die in anything. A beautiful ult from Camilla. Xbox follows with the last insanity. He doesn't exactly get any kill. Levi goes in. There's a defensive penalty to get out of the way. Hayabusa with the shadow kill on all the members. He doesn't secure any kill. He doesn't have the Sky Piercer. If he had that, he does. He does have the Sky Piercer. So it makes you wonder, when does this Sky Piercer when do you actually proc it, Because you would think that they were most of them were at 8% HP at that point. So when does it actually proc? That's insane. But let's not talk about that. Sometimes I guess in the losing side, you don't always get the proper damage to make sure that you secure the kill using the Sky Piercer passive. Let's see. His stack. He actually has 7 stacks right now. Levi chooses not to go for the Sky Piercer actually as an assassin, which is interesting. I thought it should be something for the Nolan kits. I'm sure that those his kills and his executes are always lethal, guaranteed kills. Hades goes in with the shadow kill again. Prematurely doesn't get anything. That's another premature ult from Fasa as well. Answering with the last insanity from Xbox, no kills whatsoever. But I can't exactly say Shinigami have the advantage to take this load. There's a glorious pathway from Halos to go into the path. And just like that, Terizla gets a shutdown on Xbox. Panda trying to run away with his life and Beatrix. But look at Levi on the Nolan, getting a legendary on Halos. Fasa for finally makes good use of her ult as she takes down Camilla. I wonder who killed Beatrix. I really have no idea at this point. Okay, I believe it was Terizla before he recalled. So could this be a comeback? Could this be one of the biggest comebacks in history? I wonder. So just like that, 2 members of Shinigami get taken down. The gold lead now reduced to barely 3,000. So it could be the start of a comeback actually. The tide of the battle could have turned with just that initiation from. That's another beautiful ult from Camilla. But the zoning from Hylos. This is the power of Hylos. The zoning from Hylos and they can't follow up. But Levi doesn't care about Hylos. Levi doesn't care about anything. He goes in and he gets a kill on, I believe it was Terizla. I have no idea who killed Clint, but somehow he's dead. Sometimes there's just so much action that you can't follow everything. Yeah, actually, I think now that they have the man advantage, they should start the load as soon as possible. But I don't know why they are delaying it at this point. They have an Xbox, they have a Beatrix. This should be a free load for them, but they are delaying it maybe for the 12-minute mark, who knows. But this delay will be what will eventually lead to the comeback of Alphazeroes if they are not careful. Xbox trying to zone out the members of the Alphazeroes while Beatrix and Nolan melt the load so quickly they won't even consider him butter. That's a very nice ult from Camilla, and it's something of a defensive airstrike from Fasa. They can't really go in despite the beautiful ult from Camilla. So they just go in and reset. Typically, if that was a ranked game, we would have all rushed Fasa and probably died. But Shinigami are much more coordinated than that. They go back, they restock, they regenerate, and they live to fight another day. Hylos just being a pest as usual. Being a pest to Nolan, but he can be a pest to Xbox. They take down the tower, the bottom lane. They try to zone out Terizla so they can at least get an inhibitor, but I don't think they actually go to get an inhibitor. Xbox may have overstayed his welcome in the enemy jungle and he flickers away rightfully to vamp on Ricky, the poor bear. So another nice ult from Camilla, and despite flickering out, Clint gets taken down. Kun goes in with the flicker ult on Aurora. He would think that his flicker and Aurora will be used defensively, but he's using it offensively in this case. Big Daddy Hades goes in with a shadow kill, gets a kill on the Roma. That's Camilla for Shinigami. And if you just look at the deaths and kills, you will see that most of their kills are basically on the Roma for Shinigami. And that won't suffice if they're actually looking to get, or if they're looking to have a chance at a comeback. That would suffice at all. So they need to get one of the damage dealers or one of the major guys with lots of gold, especially the guys with bounty. So on their priority list, number 1 should be Nolan, then Beatrix. But I think they will have a hard time getting to both of them, given how well they positioned and the front line that they have between them and their targets. So we're all back to a level playing field, with each side just clearing the lanes, and I see some action up top with Hades trying to get a kill on Nolan like he should, but Nolan is as slippery as he is at neglecting his father duties. As neglecting his dad duties, he's as quick also to get out of Hayabusa's range. You see a fight with Camilla ulting nothing, but Xbox goes in and gets a kill on Terizla. Clint burns his I just see what I can't even keep up with. Clint burns his immortality, but Hylos falls down instead. This is a free lot for Shinigami once again, with the Roma and the XP for Alphazeroes down. They took it, no stress, no sweat. Alphazeroes just focused on clearing their lanes right now. It's the best they can do to ensure that their base doesn't get crashed by all the waves all at once. Hayabusa positioning for his blue. I don't know if Levi will make a move to steal it. Guess not. So they are trying to sink their waves right now with Xbox clearing top. There could be something happening here. Okay, no. Hayabusa backs away while Hylos does his best to reduce the Lord's HP as much as possible. Hayabusa in the bush trying to make a huge play, but he decides against it because, come on, nobody is even giving him any leverage to utilize. Another beautiful Camilla ult gets 3, and last Infinity to get a kill on Fasa once again, and Terizla drops as well. They just focus the base, and that is a very, very easy game for Shinigami. They don't sweat whatsoever.
Victory!
They were not pressured in any way by Alphazeroes on their lineup, and this is why this Fasa pick was a bit questionable, because given how mobile Shinigami, the heroes on the Shinigami roster picked, you would hardly have a sitting target to land those airstrikes on for 3 consecutive strikes. So I don't get the idea behind it, because that was basically a free game for Shinigami. But it is what it is. That's 1-0 now in favor of Shinigami, with Alphazeroes ever closer to the lower brackets that they somehow seem to want to get to. Probably trying to pull an arrow into, who are known for always making a run from the lower brackets to win the Gauntlet. So let's see, maybe they will do that, or maybe that will be the quickest exit. Oh, I can see a roster change. So they took out Joy Boy, who apparently is a new addition to the squad, and we can see Kama is back in. So will he take his revenge? Will he have his revenge? Will Kama finally catch up with Shinigami and all its members? Could they have done wrong against the universe? We'll find out. Let's see. So with this return of Karma, we should expect that yeah, everyone is hyped to see Karma. Sorry, Keza, I greet you especially. Welcome to the stream. Sorry for not recognizing any of you. I was caught in the action. Whoever I've not greeted that is present, you are all welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. It's Alphazeroes versus Shinigami.
Your team
This
is
is game
banned.
2 now. Shinigami easily taking the first game over Alphazeroes because they basically gave it to them and they were like, thank you, I'll take it. So let's see if they will actually utilize their bands properly this time. First, as usual, that Ling must go because Ling is synonymous to Levi in this Nigerian server.
It's time to go to the
Especially with
RD
him
show.
going with Ireki.
Fun.
So all the L's, L, L, L. So will this be an L for them or will it be a W? Once again, Shinigami take out the little annoying schoolgirl, pesky annoying schoolgirl. That is Lilia. Aqua is quite favored on.
Born by thy wish.
So it's the same
Guided
bands from game
by
1
lantern
so far
flight.
with Alphazeroes taking out Zushin again. So we can see that they don't want any troubles with her lantern flare and her crimson beacon. Okay, this time Shinigami chose to ban out Expo instead of Roger, and that is basically a blank check for Big Daddy Hades, who gladly accepts that Roger first pick.
My mission is to protect lives.
This voice is not a scam,
Bleeding as
bro.
a snowflake's breath.
Despite being in Nigeria, I'm not a scammer.
Timeless as a glacier's heart.
The answer with Aurora and the Hylos pick. Hylos Aurora, quick picks. They don't waste time for that because, come on, what else can you pick? Tata, I believe is because Aqua doesn't quite play those heroes. So we can say the only thing he's very comfortable on is Lilia. We can't see for sure, but
Destroy.
that's what it looks like. Let's improve how strong as he gets this Sask pick.
I am not the only one bound by these chains.
The Ruby, and I love this answer from Sky Guy with the Fulvius pick. So Ruby has to be very, very careful with her dashes, even Roger, because that's eternal pursuit
Pain is the proof that I'm still alive.
will truly be eternal because their dashes will keep resetting his CD. As if that's a Brody ban from Shinigami, and we wait to see what Alphazeroes will ban.
Your team
Okay, they go for the Hayabusa ban instead. So no Julian, no respect Julian ban for Levi. So maybe Levi will also pick his Julian just as they gave Hades his Roger pick.
Come and join
Instead, they
in
go
my
for the
dream
Lunox
world.
gold lane. So we actually don't know if Ruby will be gold or if she'll be going for EXP. So they go for the Lunox gold. That is quite interesting. So I'm just projecting here. So this looking like his Capius
Chivalry is dead, and I will revive it.
Okay.
What's beneath these
So
bandages?
Alphazeroes answer with the Clint and the Kufra. Kufra is not a very good roamer into Hylos, and that's me speaking from experience. Now Levi contemplating on his pick, given that two of his most likely heroes have been banned. He settles on the Granger, which I don't think he will pick. Oh, he actually locks the Granger in this match. I guess Granger to somehow try to dribble Roger, maybe. We'll have to see. I actually thought he would go for his Julian pick, but he settles for the not so meta, but not so off meta Granger. So far so good. Looking at the drafts, just looking at the draft on paper, I think the draft actually favors Shinigami, but you guys can give your own opinion. But so far, I think the draft favors Shinigami, especially with this Kufra, who will hardly be able to make good engages without being interrupted by either Hylos or Aurora. But let's see, the match kicks off with the enemies, with Alphazeroes being on the favor side and Shinigami on the not so favor side, I guess. So as usual, early game couple in mid with Hylos helping with the wave clear for Aurora. That's a big jump for Hylos, but he doesn't get anything. So could Agent 419 be pulling a Rockstar Alfie? For those of you that know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Now we look at the gold lane. Aurora chilling in the bush. Did I just say Aurora? I meant Lunox. Sorry about that. Lunox chilling in the bush. She, as usual, being a pest with her brilliance, just healing up and not having a care in the world. Hylos and Aurora to zone out. Okay, they get a very good ambush on Kufra, and even with his bouncing ball, he gets taken down despite his increased damage. So that, once again, could be the formula, could be the catalyst for Shinigami snowball all the way to the late game. Roger sitting patiently in the forest, hunting like a wolf that he is. He decides against it, and Hylos chases him to the ends of the earth, trying to give Levi an advantage on that turtle. He has the Purify, and Phobius comes in with his madness and eternal pursuit, takes down Roger. He continues with his eternal pursuit under the tower, and he'll get to pay for his greediness. I wonder why he's so interested in Ruby and her short skirt, but that's the lesson to all you young men: don't chase everything you're in Zask is forced to pop his Nightmaric Spawn defensively because of the pressure from Aurora and Hylos. So that turtle was just given basically for free to Shinigami with a free kill as well on Roger, but the Phobius that lost his life because of his greed will somehow, in one way or another, equal the gold lead somewhat. So it's just about a 1000 gold lead now currently. Now we see why Kufra is a very bad pick against Hylos, because he's basically a sitting duck once he gets engaged on, and then with the Hylos turn coupled with it, he can barely do anything before he gets taken down. Clint zoomed out of his turret, and the Shinigami have the first turret in under 4 minutes. Given that they are not playing against a mid-tier team, that's very impressive. Levi tries to get out of the way, but he is not quick enough. Roger takes him down. Lunox gets, I think that was Clint, yes, but Roger once again answers back. So that's two free kills. Yeah, they were basically free. well, we can't say they were free. They caused the life of Clint, but Roger gets 2 kills while Aurora and Hylos, continually being these mid menace, they take down Aqua once again. So Aqua did not have a very good match last time, and so far he's not having a good match. He's a free turtle for Shinigami, no contest whatsoever. Even Hylos has to run back to the safety of the turret. That's to show you the pressure. The pressure. Even Kufa has to run back to the safety of the turret because of the pressure from Hylos. So, Phoveus and Ruby going on a date with each other, just poking and prodding, trying to see the limits at which each of them can go. Wow, Zadie tried a flicker attended against Phoveus, but it was she only managed to grab some bits of air. Phoveus actually sustains more than I thought and survives for that fight longer than I actually envisioned. But in response to that, while Alphazeroes are focused on the EXP lane, Shinigami go for a kill on Karma and they take a tier 2 in the top lane. It's not even 6 minutes yet. And they're also going to take this tier 1 in the mid lane. So Karma so far, he's not bringing the karma that we want him to bring onto Shinigami. Shinigami are not feeling the effects of erring against the universe. So they say karma will catch up to you. The karma actually catch up to Shinigami because they look to be running away with the game. The goal disparity is just a bit over 2,000 right now. I actually expected it to be more, but maybe Alphazeroes will have the possibility of coming back. Maybe Alphazeroes will have that possibility of a comeback if they can keep, dialing down the gold lead and making sure that it doesn't get out of hand. So far so good. Roger just with the Wind Talker going for the War Axe next. But you can see Granger with the Hunter Strike and the Brute Force Best Food. Now just look at this. Hylos was basically isolated right there because Alphazeroes can't go in carelessly, especially with the Hylos and the Aurora pressure. And that ends then Shinigami a free turtle. A completely free turtle. Ruby gets into a bit of danger but she gets out alive. Now Aurora could be the one to go down but she gets out with a passive. Hylos goes in with the glorious pathway and Cooper tries to ult defensively but it does nothing whatsoever. And Lonox manages to take down Clint. They take down Hylos in a response, but come on, it's actually took down Ruby, not Clint. So it's an EXP laner for a Roma. So looking at things, that's actually a win for Shinigami because taking down the Roma is really not effective. It's like trying to light a match in a hurricane. You barely do anything against the economy of Shinigami. So far so good. The gold lead is increasing little by little now to about a 3.5k gold lead. Hylos just being this indomitable presence, zoning out everybody in Alphazeroes for over 50 yards because they don't want the smoke, or in this case they don't want his what do I call his skill? The fire, whatever. Well, they don't want whatever Hylos brings, whatever it is. They just don't want it. They don't want anything to do with him. You can see Roger he's completely zoned out. He's in some unfamiliar territory, and Phoveus pounces on him. Instead of being pounced on by the wolf, he's pouncing on the wolf, and he gets a free kill on Roger with the jungler down. That is a free lord for Shinigami. I can't really say the hooves because though it is hooves is using, but there's something coming out of the hooves. Wow, I don't know what to call it. They call it law and order, but is it really bringing law and order? So Lord secured by Shinigami, and they go into the jungle of Alphazeroes. Levi having a field day in the jungle of Alphazeroes. Ruby overextends and she gets taken down even before she can call out for help. Roger tries to save his girlfriend, gets taken down instead. Kufra tries actually a flicker parent thing, but come on, there's no one to follow up with his set. It's too late to be setting at that point of a team fight, and he gets taken down also. So we are left with just Zack and Clint to defend against this Lord and the enhanced minions. That was actually a wrong time to trigger a team fight with this Lord crashing into their base. So this should be a guaranteed inhibitor takedown for Shinigami. Hylos just zoning them out with his glorious pathway. Kufa actually tried to make a play there, but his hands were too short. So I actually am one of the people that champion the cry or for an increase in the range of Kufa's X1. I champion that cause. You should increase it because gone are the days when Kufra used to be so OP. The thing is, they won't even have the chance to get an Aurora band because this is the last game. If they don't somehow come back from this gold lead that has become almost insurmountable with a roughly 8k gold lead, then they aren't going to do anything. Roger goes in trying to get his blue because he's somehow desperate for it instead of trying to defend, and he gets taken down. Hylos getting a double kill on Kufra as well. You can see Kufra has basically been useless in this match. He has not even had a chance to pull a Rockstar Alfie because he barely even has the chance to charge up his S1. That's how bad these guys are actually running through Alphazeroes. They aren't even giving them chance to breathe. Kufra can't even charge up his S1. If he uses his S2, he gets stunned by Hylos. Very bad matchup into a Hylos. And the Lord is coming up right now as the members of Alphazeroes are resurrected by the power of the fountain, but no contest whatsoever as a free Lord. As an advanced Lord actually for Shinigami, and they don't fight this. They have no reason to, given that this they don't want to give up their gold lead. They just don't want to. They should have actually frozen the lanes to increase the number of minions to crash into the inhibitor with the Lord, but maybe they have other plans. So far so good. It's looking like it's showing for Shinigami. Maybe they can make a miracle play. We see a Tyrant's Rage from Agent 419, but just like his name says, he's a fraud. You can't be ulting when your team cannot follow. The glorious pathway from Hylos zones out everyone, but you overextend and Clint somehow gets the kill. Lunox gets a kill on Clint to answer with a double kill on Ruby, and the remaining members back off after Hylos and Phobius are taking down because they don't want to give Alphazeroes any more gold lead. They are trying to go for this inhibitor, second inhibitor. I think it's not a very good idea. Just look at how Granger melts Kufra like he's nothing. Takes out Zask as a fade away. It's basically a collateral because he was actually aiming for Kufra. It tries to end, but somehow Ruby with Roger They hang on to the lead, barely hanging on to their lives and to their prospects of continuing in the upper bracket. I actually thought that was game over, but Granger doesn't really have that push ability to take down turrets so fast. So they hang on to their life, but I think it's just delaying the inevitable because I don't see Alphazeroes coming back from this. They poke Hylos little by little, but it's Hylos. Just look at his HP. He probably has times 2 of Aurora. Though he recalls to the base because this is late game and he has to be very, very careful because one wrong ult and it will be over. You can't blame the mage for that. The mage was she was zoned out. You can't blame Kun, you can't blame Aurora. You blame Levi for being too greedy, but that didn't really change anything. The goal lead is still basically the same, and it's a free lord for Shinigami. Phobius goes into Ruby and they take her down easily. Kufa tries to make a play, gets taken down also, and Lunox is just running through Alphazeroes with a darkening ult, and Alphazeroes doing the recall spam on Alphazeroes. Shinigami doing the recall spam on Alphazeroes. That is a very good question, Ray. I wonder why Kufa was picked into this. I actually wonder why. And we can see, just as we called it, the Kufa is not a good pick. Is not a good pick into this whatsoever. We see that somehow Clays tried to stop the recall spam in disrespect from Shinigami, but to earn their respect, you are going to have to play better. So this is a call to Alphazeroes to go back to the drawing boards and get things right. But as usual, Shinigami overthrowing them, taking the game 2-0, no sweat whatsoever. They continue their run in the upper brackets while Alphazeroes get sent down to the lower brackets. And that's basically it. Yeah, that was actually personal. It was a personal recall spam. If you know your history in the Nigerian Mobile Legends scene, you should know that there's some inside beef between both teams. But this time, Shinigami once again emerging victorious, proving that they are one of the, or if not arguably the best team in the current Nigerian server. But with that, the game comes to an end. I really don't know who Shinigami will be facing next. That will be decided tomorrow or subsequently. I really don't know exactly who they'll be facing, but whoever they are facing, beware of what is before you, because Shinigami right now are looking to be in their prime. So just be prepared to face them head on with all you've got. Well, that will be the end of the stream, guys. Thank you very much for your audience. Thank you for being here with me and sharing these few minutes together. It was a pleasure to be your caster, and hopefully I'll see you guys again some other time. But until then, go out, rape, and kill.